Hi everybody! Good afternoon. I'm Jill Bugga. I'm a senior stylist with Color Street, and just to let you in on a secret, I've never been able to say that out loud before till today. Just a few days ago, I had a couple ladies join my team and they launched and BQ'd, so whoop whoop! I can finally say out loud, senior stylist with Color Street. I'm so excited to talk to you all today, just to share a brief story about how I met Color Street and just how my experience has been so far. So give me a wave or a thumbs up if you join me. You are meeting me on my lunch break. I know I take lunch super late, so I'm in my car, so bear with me. You know, I have a full-time job by day and I'm a Color Street stylist by night. So super excited to be here with you guys. So I'll just kind of jump right into how I found Color Street. And it's really interesting enough. It's more the opposite, how Color Street found me. So I work at Clayton Homes. I'm a sales manager there, and we just hired a new employee. Her name was Lisa. And every week I notice Lisa coming to work with a new manicure every single week. And, you know, I'm very much a nail polish junkie. You know, before I had my son, I would go to the salon twice a month, every month, be spending $100 or more on manicure and pedicures. And that was just kind of my time, something that I enjoyed to do. And then I had my baby boy, and if you can imagine, all of that stopped. You know, money needed to go toward diapers and his needs, and time. I'm a full-time working mom and wife, so if you can imagine, I have absolutely no time to go to salons or schedule appointments, for that matter, to sit and waste an hour and a half to 2 hours to get my nails done. So I was always bummed, because that was one of my favorite habits that I felt like I didn't get to do anymore. And that was kind of like me time, you know, like how I take care of myself was going to the salon. So anyways, sometimes I bounce all over the place, just bear with me. So back to the new girl that joined at my store. So we had a new girl come. Her name was Lisa, and she literally had brand new nails every single week. And I noticed it for 5 weeks. 5 weeks in a row, this girl would come. It would be a new color. They looked fantastic. And so finally, after getting to know her, I just said, "Hey, do you mind if I ask you a question?" And she was like, "Sure." And I said, "Well, I notice you come to work with a brand new manicure every single week. Number one, how do you have the time to do it? And number two, how can you spend that kind of money on a gel manicure weekly?" And she simply responded with, "Oh no, I do it myself." And I just looked at her. I was skeptical, 100% skeptical. I was like, "What do you mean you do it yourself?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, you know, it's this new thing called Color Street, and I do these at home in 10 minutes, and there's no dry time. You should totally check it out." And so I was a user of that other company, and we won't name that other company. But I just asked her, I said, "Hey, are these like that other brand that came out a few years ago?" And she's like, "Well, the concept's the same, but the execution and the product's totally different." Now, let me highlight by saying Lisa, she was not a Color Street stylist. She just used Color Street because she loved it. And so she asked, like, "Do you want to try these? I have a sample from one of the parties that I went to a couple weeks ago. I can bring it to you." So again, being Miss Skeptical Susie, I was very hesitant, but I was like, okay, why not? I'll try it. It's new. It could work. And so she brought it to me a day later. I put one sample on one finger, and I was hooked. Like, that was it. I immediately was like, holy cow, I have to be a part of this. I went home that night. I told my husband about it. I literally started doing research on the computer, because remember, Lisa wasn't a stylist. So I still at this point have no idea who Color Street stylists are or have met them. And so I actually went on the website and I Googled stylists closest to me. And the website showed me a lady by the name of Becky. And so I literally texted her that night and I just said, "Hi Becky, my name's Jill. I just put a sample of Color Street on my finger. I've watched a few videos of becoming a new stylist. I have to be a part of this. How do I do it? And I'm sure Becky, never probably had that situation happen in building her team, but I literally sought her out. I asked maybe 3 or 4 questions. I did a little more research online, and I told her in 3 days, because I was getting paid in 3 days, I'm signing up to be a Color Street stylist. And on August 5th of last year, so 2018, I signed up, paid for my starter kit, and received it. And I don't know if any of you ever get these feelings, but that day when I enrolled, there was just this feeling of excitement. There was this feeling of anxiousness. And there was this feeling of just like, I know this is going to be huge. Like, I just felt it in my bones. And, you know, I got my kit, and within a week or 2, I had my in-person live. Let me tell you guys something. My in-person live, I invited 45 women to come to, and 4 showed up. Then, after my in-person launch, I had my online launch, and I invited personally, I did the personal message, I invited probably 150 people on my Frank list. And I think 25 showed up. So, some of you are thinking, that's not a lot at all. Well, the way I look at it is, 25 people said yes. And 4 people at my in-person launch said yes. Don't focus on the people that say no. It's okay when they say no. This product isn't for everybody, but the ones that say yes and the ones that get excited about it, that's who you focus on. And so, you know, in my in-person and online launch, I maybe sold like $300 or $400 of dry nail polish in the first 30 days. And so what I really focused on is then getting those women to host parties. So just a little bit about me. About 5 years ago, I did do Mary Kay, and I loved Mary Kay. I still use Mary Kay, but I hated how much inventory I had to keep on hand. And I also just didn't like how I felt like the product was everywhere, whether somebody already heard about it or had a consultant or didn't like it. It just felt like every time I talked to somebody about Mary Kay, they already were using it or they didn't want to use it. And so Color Street is just, it's brand new. It's an innovative patent technology product. It's the first of its kind. And then I tried it, and it's amazing. And so everybody needs to know about it. Everybody needs to try it. And after my launch, that's literally the kind of attitude and kind of the approach that I took. You know, I'm just going to share this with every single person I possibly can. And if they love it, amazing. If they don't love it, amazing. Like, at least they tried, right? Everybody should try something new. And if people don't want to, that's okay too. But I focused on the people that said yes. And just to share with you some success, again, I started August 5th. I don't know exact numbers, and it's not really important, but the bottom line is, from August to the end of 2018, I've sold over $11,000 of dry nail polish. Now, what does that look like for my family? You know, the reason why I joined Color Street, yes, it was brand new. Yes, I was super excited about it, but I don't know about you. My family has debt. My family has dreams and goals, and you know, I want to do everything that I possibly can to affect that to the better. I want to be out of debt. I want to be able to travel around the world. My husband is from India, and his entire family still lives in India. And so plane tickets to fly there are usually $3,000 or $4,000 round trip, and that's not cheap. And as I mentioned, I have a little son who's 15 months old, and, you know, we want to provide extra fun experiences and, you know, do fun things for him. So the bottom line is, you know, there was obviously a big need for extra money, and I just saw this opportunity with Color Street and literally reached out as fast as I could to it and grabbed it, and I've been running with it for the last 5 months. I was in the top 5 in Q4 sales for the Unicorn Brigade. And, you know, that kind of income, you guys, I've paid phone bills, I've paid utility bills, I've went Christmas shopping with all of my Color Street money. I didn't have to swipe a plastic card one time to pay for my entire family's and son's Christmas. And the coolest thing is, one month I even made enough money to pay my rent. So we're talking about a 4-digit rent payment I paid for in full with my Color Street business. And, you know, that's just the beginning, which is the coolest thing about the whole thing. I feel like I've barely scraped the surface on the success I'm going to have with this company. And notice I said the success I'm going to have. I feel so strong. I feel so good. And I'm so determined to use this business to help me achieve me and my family's goals. And I honestly have goosebumps because it makes me that excited. And I think the key to the whole thing is I didn't focus on the people that said no thank you, or not today, or I'm okay, I don't want to try. I've just focused on the people that say, okay, sure, or yeah, why not, or yes, I love nail polish, hook me up. Those are the people that I've focused on. And those are the people that I've had a blast with. This business not only, you know, provides income and fun, but it provides connections. You know, I've met so many women on the Unicorn Brigade so far that I just love being able to talk to and reach out to. And then with my customers, you know, me and my girls in my VIP group, we have a blast. And it's awesome. It's an awesome feeling because, you know, since having a baby and being a working mom, I have like no time for a social life anymore. So like Color Street at night, I do it 3 nights a week. It's kind of my time with women and I love it. And so I don't know if there's really much else to share with you other than I've done it for 5 months. I just promoted to senior stylist. I'm crushing it in terms of sales, and I can honestly say that. Trust me, I'm not bragging about myself. It's just a fact. You know, I've sold by myself in 4 months over $11,000, I think over $12,000 of nail polish. And the commission that you can earn on that, plus the enhancement of commission, is incredible. And I'm hopefully using it to change my life and change my family's life. And if any of you know Becky, so Becky is the leader of the Unicorn Brigade. Becky has over 500 women on her team, and she is a great mentor. She provides loads of insight and training. And I tell Becky all the time, by the end of this year, Becky, I will be you. And Becky always tells me, no, you're going to be farther along than me, which I don't think is true. But that's my goal, and that's my dreams. And I just wanted to get on here and share those hopes and dreams and experiences with you guys. And just encourage you to, you know, think about what you want and just go for it. You know, no one's holding you back. It's just you. And so if it's something that you get excited about, share that excitement and just go for it. I think I'm going to sign off here. I have to go eat my lunch and I have to run to the post office. And I think I was supposed to keep this to 5 minutes, so I'm sorry if I went over. But I just super appreciate this opportunity to talk to all of you. And I wish you all the very, very best day and best week. God bless. Bye-bye.